Bond needs to look
Mm,
weathered.
yeah.
Okay. This is not an origin story. This is not going back to James Bond Jr. This is not the bloody computer game we were looking at the other week. Bond should be in his mid 30s. He should be, I'd say they should be thinking about casting actors who are now 32, 33 to 35, something around that. 32 to 35, I would say. They're all far too young. And looking at them, none of them have the look or the charisma of Bond. They do not have the gravitas that's required for that role. I don't think. You just look at their faces. They just don't. They don't
Well,
look like
yeah.
Bond.
So the only thing that I would say to that, Rob, is that you'd look at Daniel Craig before he came Bond, and you wouldn't say that he looked like Bond. And I don't
I'd
think you
say
can
he looked
tell
more.
by a picture if anyone's got
No,
charisma or not.
I disagree. I say
Yeah.
he looked more like Bond than any of those do.
But
Most
that's
definitely.
well, that's because he's grown into Bond and you're establishing him as Bond now. He's
Well, he
cemented
was
Bond in your
older for
mind.
a start. He was older. He was more
Okay.
mature.
So
They
go
look too
let's go
young.
let's go down the list. Let's go down the list. How old was Connery? I wanna test you.
He was 32.
Correcto, Mondo. All right. How old
Yeah.
was Moore?
Oh, he was 40 something. So he was born in oh God. I know hang on. He
Don't
was
Google it. That's
no,
my
I'm
job.
not. I'm just thinking I think he was born in 1927,
People are
which
screaming down their phones
which
right now.
yeah, I'm not an expert on this, but that means he would have been 27, 13, 14, 67, 68,
Oh,
69,
fucking
70,
hell.
46, 46,
45, it says.
45.
45.
Okay, 45.
45.
Yeah. He was
Google tells
pretty
me
old.
45.
Pretty old to be starting the
Dalton.
role.
Dalton.
Oh, I'd say he was probably 37.
41. Dalton was 41.
41, was he
Yeah.
really?
All right, now
Gosh.
Craig. How old was Craig?
Oh, 38.
Yes. Well done. So you actually got 2 out of 6. You got Connery right and you got Craig right.
Yeah.
Did
I
I
think
say
that's
Brosnan? Oh, wait, we left out Brosnan, didn't we? How old was
oh
Brosnan?
yeah,
How old was
we haven't
Brosnan?
done post oh well he came to it a bit late, didn't he? Because he was meant to do it for thing. So I'd say he was uh 40, 41, 41,
42.
42. I was a year
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
But look, so look at those ages for Christ's sake,
Mm,
you
mm.
know? And these guys are all far too young.
Yeah.
Far too young. They're not right for the
But
role, none of them.
it depends what they're going to do with Bond, don't they, Rob?
Yeah, but
Lastly, Rob,
I can't see them doing another origin story, you know. That's crazy if they are.
How old was Connery in Diamonds Are Forever? Have a guess.
Uh 41.
Wow, well done.
Hmm.
Nice. Did you guess pull that number out of a hat or
No,
did
because
you?
I know he was born in 1930.
Ah, okay. So, but isn't that insane that a
Yeah.
41-year-old Connery looks like that? I mean, that's
Well, you should have seen what I look like at 41.
can you believe how long we've been talking in this sweltering heat without
Well,
any air conditioning, any
there's a lot to
fans?
talk about, Pete. There's a lot to talk about, you know.
It's funny how they always announce the news just after we put the phone down. Like the direct,
Yes.
we are literally, as always, the last ones to commentate on the new
So
direct.
the news
Fucking.
was announced in US time,
Hmm.
can you believe? Not UK time, on I think Thursday last week was it? So we
Yeah, as soon as we put the
yeah,
podcast out, yeah.
literally as soon as we put the podcast out, we put it out early to patrons. The next day we put it out properly, and the news had dropped. And you had to put a little caveat in the show notes. This
Yeah.
was recorded before the news drops. I mean, it's just bloody typical, isn't it?
Uh, no, luckily, no one comes to us for the news, though, Rob, do they?
Now we leave that to the bomb buzz.
Yeah. Is he still
Good
going?
old John Orty. Well, do you know what? I haven't seen one since the news came, but I
What's
think
he
John's on
doing?
holiday. He's on holiday, I think.
So what? We
Well,
finally got some fucking news.
I know he needs to cancel his holiday, doesn't he? And get on the old Zoom
Yeah,
with Bonita.
he has literally just yeah, why doesn't Benita just do it? She can do a solo run on it.
Well, I think it's got to be the two of them, isn't it? Really, you
I've
know,
just I've
they're a bit of a
just got a
double act.
message from John actually.
Have you really?
Yeah, just as we were talking because I've been putting these lists together and just I don't know what's got over me recently, but all I'm doing is writing stuff down and like extrapolating like lists. And I thought, oh, the John Barry scores. Like, which are my favourite? I'm like, oh, and I sketch them all out and I write it down. I did one whilst I was boiling an egg the other day. I thought, oh, that's quite an interesting way of passing the time. And then I just post it on Instagram, and everyone goes, I can't believe you've put the world is not enough above such and such. And then
Yeah,
I
well, don't post it, or else
I
just tell them to fuck off. You know, people can say what they want.